Hello again. It's raining a little bit, but I've got my canopy that I've made. It's an umbrella. I'll show you that in a bit. Quite proud of that. So it's keeping the camera dry, although it's also blowing it a bit with the wind on the umbrellas, sort of making the tripod a bit unstable. Also, Tom's. Well, that was meant to be a surprise, but he was meant to just walk in, but I mentioned that he was there, so it slightly ruined that.
Don't worry.
But I do have a surprise for Tom later on. So I just have to check this. It's a bit wobbly on the. I think it's just the umbrellas in the wind, but it's not. Hopefully, bring the whole thing.
I had a guess as to what it might be, so I got these.
Oh, you know what I'm. Yeah. Well, it's you saw the video.
So
Yeah. Okay. Right. Well, anyway, let's get cracking off, and not cracking off, just cracking. You carry on. So before I didn't have any of this, and when the rain came down, it would get in the camera, the lens, and all of this. I have this little monitor here, and that's because I can focus quite easily. So all of that is prone to getting wet. So obviously with this, but the problem is when the wind catches it, you see, you get this, and that's what I'm worried about. But anyway, I won't keep going on about it. The other good thing about this is it just works as a general when I'm walking along, like a rain cover, which is nice. I know you all know about umbrellas, but in this context it's quite exciting for me. It's hopeless really when it's like this trying to do any tracking. It's so wet, all the ground is, you can't tell what's been going on because it's all just so shiny and dark and wet. Raining's got slightly worse, so we've just sheltered in here, which is a sort of archway more than a cave really. And Tom has, well, he'll explain. Hang on, you probably need to go into that.
Oh yeah. Should we put it on your leg?
Yeah.
Can I ask you some questions from YouTube?
Yes, he has pre-warned me of this, but I don't know what he's going to ask me. So
Vivian O'Keefe wants to know, those pixies are a bit nosy, aren't they? It's a question. There's a question mark. So I guess those pixies are a bit nosy, aren't they?
Which ones?
The one we're trying to find now. Maybe that one. This one.
Oh, the one we're on the lookout for now.
It probably means that are they inquisitive or
are they nosy, or they are?
Those pixies are a bit nosy, aren't they?
Yes.
Mousy Rock RC says a Trangia stove. Oh, it's
a Trangia stove. That's this one. This is why. Yes, it's well, I've already showed it off, but yes.
That's the name. That's the name that you forgot.
Oh, I see. What? Yes, a Trangia. Yes.
Yeah.
They were designed in I think it was 1920. They've been around a long time, so they're a very good make, and they've obviously been perfected over the years, and so that's why I went for it, because obviously something with that amount of history is. Sorry, carry on.
Doug's Monsters. Are you Bill Oddie in disguise?
What, from the goodies?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
It's just an aluminium. Doesn't say anything about it. It just says made in Sweden. So.
Nicole Wooding is worried that the sugary spaceships.
The flying saucers.
Yeah, flying saucers might cause cavities.
Well, I already have cavities, so.
She's guessing.
In their teeth.
Yeah, in their teeth.
Well, they may do. Well, yes. I don't give them out that often, to be honest.
Something less sweet would be better. Badong Kanete, I'm sorry if that's said wrong. Do you have a book about pixies?
I do have a book about general fairy folk that was written in. I don't know when it was originally written. It's certainly more than 150 years old, but it's not. It's a book on. I mean, I have various books on them, but a lot of them are folklore, so they're not really of any.
But none of your own.
Use.
You don't have your own book.
I've never made one. No, I have plenty of reference material, but as I say, it's folklore rather than accurate.
Yeah. There's
not really an accurate scientific study, which is. I mean, apart from the ethereologists, nobody's really looked at this seriously. So it's an area that's very prone to fanciful anecdotes and stories, and
Nancy Greenler.
Yeah.
If Tom isn't there, who's recording you when you walk through the woods?
Me. Well, that's the whole thing with the. That's why it makes me feel so silly, because I have to put the camera there, and it was Tom who told me to do this, because originally I was just filming myself just when I was talking, and he said, well, it'll look more interesting if you're going from A to B. So I'll put the camera there, and then I'll walk along, and then I'll come back and collect the camera, and but it's just there to give the feeling like I'm walking around, but I just have to do that. Now, this probably is as comfortable as it might look. It's horrible actually today, and I've sort of got bored with the umbrella thing as well, so let's just stay here for a bit. Unfortunately here it's too small to make a cup of tea, but there's a rock here, and you either have to sit out there and cook it, put the cooker on, the stove on here. The ground there's not really any good for making a cup of tea on, so I think we should go down and check out the entrance.
Yeah.
And then you see how you feel about going in.
Yeah, I'm alright about it.
Good. So I'll switch the camera off, and then as soon as I stop filming, Tom starts asking me a lot of questions about the worm. I think there's a certain amount of bravado on camera.
I asked you 3 questions.
Yeah, 3 on top of the original 3 that you asked originally, so that's 6.
When are we going down?
We can go now if you want.
Yeah.
Let's do it now then.
Have we got what we need?
Yeah. Rain's too heavy apparently now, because Tom's not wanting to get his camera wet. The water's starting to now seep through the back of my trousers. There's a dribble coming down, so that's not nice.
When are we going down though?
We'll go down whenever you say yes. But every time I ask you, it's got some sort of, your camera's wet or your...
It was wet.
No, you said you don't want to go when it's heavy rain. It's not that bad now, so...
We can go whenever.
Okay, come on then. Right, let's go. Come on then. Come on.
We're going now?
Yep. So we'll just finish. I'm just eating a sausage roll, and then we'll go straight in. It's starting to get dark, so
this is the only thoughts we have.
yeah.
Can I?
But it's quite a strong one. I mean, it's not strong out here, but when you go down there, it'll be fine. So it goes in there, then to the left.
Okay.
Are you going to do it now? Okay.
Well,
you can go. You can do it now. I thought we were going to finish. I was going to finish my food, and then we could go.
or you can finish your food if you like.
So the reason why we're doing this is because, well, for my theory, I'm interested in having a view of what's down. So Tom's going to take video of anything he finds down at the other end, like animal remains or anything like that. I don't really think the worm will show up. I think the network of these caves is large, and there's probably other entrances also, but we don't know. So he's left his camera in we'd put some of our stuff back in the sheltered bit. Can you go back and get it? If I wait here, then...
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Not sure if it's a good idea now. It was sort of quite amusing, the idea of... I actually thought he'd say no. So it's sort of slightly backfired. I didn't really think he'd actually go through with it. I didn't have one when I went down last time.
We probably should have help.
But it's quite a tall... There's only a couple of bits where it goes down, and most of it's quite tall, so... It's low there where you go in. And then past that point it sort of goes...
Setting an example as well. This is on YouTube. If you don't wear a helmet.
We just tell them not to copy.
Well, we can't tell them not to copy us and then do it. You could do anything with saying that, couldn't
So we're going in. I'll take this camera, it's on the tripod at the moment, and then, well, I'll take it now because it's all attached to the umbrella, so I need to take it off somehow quickly. Just wait a moment, Tom. You right with your hat? Tom's been adjusting everything, styling his wellies in a slightly different way to avoid cave spiders, apparently. I was joking about the spiders.
Why would you joke about spiders?
It's hot in here. You're filming those hairy bits.
Yeah. What's that, roots of something?
Ow!
Mind your head.
Yeah, thanks.
Are you going to stay back a bit while I have a look?
Hold on, let's figure out what we're going to do. Can you see the end?
Almost.
Okay, let's go a bit further. Just keep quiet. I know you are being quiet, but just keep being quiet. Okay, that's the end there.
I dreamt about this.
It doesn't appear that there's anything down there, but Tom's just going to check, just see if there are any bones down there. Apologise for my ridiculous helmet arrangement. My belt, this is my trouser belt, so...
That stinging nettle's really hurting my finger from earlier.
Yeah, I got stung. Being up and down the cave, doesn't seem to be any signs of life, which is a good thing, but unfortunately we can't really see any bones either. But still, at least you've braved the...
Where's the water seeping through from?
That's just from above, really. See my silhouette.
Oh, yeah. That's spooky.
But he's not around at this entrance today, so it seems. So, and no signs of any bones. So I'm not quite sure what that does say about my theory, but
If he's more like reptilian.
yeah, well, that's what I said. But it still doesn't really. Finding nothing is no proof of anything, is it? So, but I don't really want to go down past that bit where I saw him before. So,
There's a bat in here.
oh, where?
It's flying around. Oh. So there are bats. Oh. Wow.
Is he gone?
He went out, I think.
Should we go down to the end again?
Yeah, okay. Do you want me to try go first?
Yeah. Let me put the tripod down. Are you scared of bats?
I didn't fall down a well of bats or anything.
Hmm?
It's Batman, don't worry.
Batman?
Yeah.
I don't know what he's talking about. I know Batman, but I'm going to come down. Actually, I can leave that there.
Are we still looking for bones? Because I can't see any. If they're here, they're the same colour as everything else.
He's probably got lots of different entrances, so... Have you got your camera going?
Yeah, it's going now.
Okay.
Okay, Owen.
Okay.
Run.
I can't go. I'm burning my hand. At least we got to see a bat.